This is where mentor coaching gets personal. Not personal as in emotional, personal as in your preferences, your coaching model, your way of being in a session, all want to shape your feedback. And if you're not careful, you'll develop coaches who sound like you instead of coaches who sound like themselves. That is not development. That is reproduction. The MC Duties document names this discipline explicitly. The mentor coach must listen beyond content to discern application of the skills related to the core competencies. Skill versus direction, skill versus style, or skill versus outcome for the client. This is the foundational distinction. Skill is observable against the ICF core competencies. Style is how the coach expresses those skills. Two different things that are easy to conflate in the moment. Remember when we talked about role clarity back in Module 1? The MC role evaluates skill, not style. That was a concept then. Now it becomes a daily practice discipline, something you actively manage every time you press play on a recording. And the MC Duties document goes further. It names a personal trait, is secure in their own work, and is able to demonstrate appreciation and respect for the unique style of each mentee. Security in your own coaching is what allows you to genuinely welcome a different way of coaching. Two coaches can both demonstrate competency 5, maintaining presence, one through long silences and minimal words, another through energetic mirroring and verbal tracking. Both are valid expressions of the same competency. The MC evaluates whether competency 5 is present, not whether the coach's presence looks like the MC's presence. Model neutrality is not the absence of expertise. You still give specific competency reference feedback. The discipline is that the feedback references the ICF core competencies, not your preferred coaching model. You can say, I noticed the coach didn't reflect the client's language at timestamp 820, which is a competency 6 marker without saying, you should have used clean language techniques here. The first is competency feedback. The second is model prescription. Similarity bias, favoring coaches whose style resembles yours. If you coach with long pauses and the client coaches with rapid exchanges, you may unconsciously score them lower on presence. Pacing or rhythm bias, favoring coaches whose conversational speed matches your preferred style. A fast-paced coach isn't less present. They may express presence differently. Cultural style bias, interpreting culturally specific coaching behaviors as limitations rather than expressions of competence. A more indirect, collectivist coaching approach can fully demonstrate ICF core competencies. The MC must evaluate skill, not cultural alignment with their own norms. The Bias Awareness Guide offers a reflective question worth carrying with you. Am I responding to the competency, or to something that aligns or doesn't align with me personally? Before every recording review, 2 questions. Where might my background or style create filters in what I hear? And am I prepared to evaluate skill independent of style? These aren't abstract ideals. They're pre-session self-checks that ground you before you press play on any recording. MC Competency 3.2 says to allow space for the mentor coaching client to reflect. After you present an observation, pause. The coach needs time to process, to connect the feedback to their own experience, to form their own conceptualization. Filling that space with more feedback, more examples, more suggestions, that robs the coach of the abstract conceptualization phase entirely. Reflection isn't just between sessions. It happens within the MC session itself. You have the learning cycle. You have a development plan that respects it. And you have the discipline to see your client's coaching through the lens of competency, not through the lens of your own preferences. In Module 4, Alex is going to take you into the heart of the MC work, actually observing a coaching session, identifying what's happening at the competency level, and building the evidence base for your feedback. That's where all of this becomes real. After you share an observation, stop talking. The instinct is to fill the silence with more examples, more context, another angle on the same point. Resist it. That silence is where your client does the real work, forming their own understanding of what happened and what it means for their coaching. Competency 3.2 is deceptively simple. Allow space for the mentor coaching client to reflect. Simple to state. Genuinely difficult when you can see exactly what they need to hear next. Trust the pause. It is doing more than your words would.